The following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
Views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
We think it's the banning of
We
speech
are
First Amendment protected
anonymous.
material.
And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Ah, yes! Finally kicked those fuckers off the air.
It's about goddamn time. I got sick of those fucks.
Yeah, that GJ Jerkman and Maxwell Silverhammer with all their goddamn
You know what?
anti-corporate talk.
Just be happy. We're gonna go celebrate right now. I think we should go do some golf and butt fuck one another.
Oh, that's the greatest. I'm ready. Hold on. Go get in the car here.
Get the hell in the other side. Another side. There you go.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, this is a great day.
I'm gonna start it up now. You ready?
These bastards.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bora Bora, here we go.
It's the STIM Radio Show.
Maxwell Silverhammer, GJ Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motor. Do you smell fire? I think somebody lit a cigarette. No, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9, cause the STEM radio family ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call HQ. Hey, Winfrey, you're a musical genius, man. They can't paint it like a face is. But if the content is making you sick, take some Dayquil. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that irks me.
STIM Radio. The shit that irks me. The shit that irks me.
Hello and welcome to the final episode of the STEM Radio Show. The guy behind the mic is going to off himself after the show here tonight on All Talk Radio.
You know
Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm just feeling so bad
You should.
about my white privilege. You know,
And
because
you should.
Because you know, I have so much political power in this country.
And well, I can
And
tell
you
it.
do
You,
too.
you don't realize it until now. You
And
just didn't.
you know, and when I look at that, I'm like, you know what? I feel sorry about
Yeah.
being a white man. This shit, you know, you were telling me about this today, and I'm like, man, you know what? You posted it on Facebook, and I
Yep.
said, well, let's save it for Monday. But then as we got to reading it tonight, I'm
Kind of
like,
irked you a little, maybe, huh?
yeah, I'm like, we need to speak about this shit. So
I'm
there's,
going to go back down and find it while you're talking.
where does this guy? Do you know where he teaches?
Let's see.
Because I'm just going, man, and people are
Massachusetts College of Art.
and parents find this to be a prestigious place for kids to go, and
Apparently so, because, I'm not going to name his name. I don't think he deserves it.
probably not. Well, maybe he does.
Maybe he does.
Maybe the Klan can go find
His
this
name
piece
is
of shit.
Noel.
Noel?
Galvinci or something.
Noel Galvinci.
I.G. Ganafgi. It's I-G-N-A-T-I-E-V.
Wow, that's a weird
Yeah,
name. Is that Czechoslovakian or
I'm not sure.
some kind of
But he
shit?
teaches at, like I said, the Massachusetts College of Art.
Wow. Actually, yeah, Czechoslovakian. They have those weird names like the
Yeah.
CZs and all that shit like that, and you know, strange shit. So anyway, oh man, when you guys hear what the fuck this guy was saying,
But he's a liberal professor.
uh-huh.
And, be what you want. I don't care. Liberal, Republican, Democrat, independent. I don't give a shit.
Right.
But he wants all white men to kill themselves.
And you were reading. Can you read just a little bit?
Yeah, I'll go on to some of the thing. This is what he says. It's a quote from him. This is actually from his retirement lecture.
Retirement.
On last Monday, he told his white male students, "You don't deserve to live. You are a cancer and are a disease." Here's what he says. You are a white male. You don't deserve to live. You are a cancer and a disease. White males have never contributed to anything positive to the world. They only murder, exploit, and oppose non-whites. So he goes further on to say, at least, now here's kind of
that's the one that got me. I was
at least a white woman can have sex with a black man and make a brown baby.
Because that can't happen if a white man has sex with a black woman, right?
But what can a white male do? He's good for nothing. Slavery, genocide, other abominations on people, and massive land confiscations, and the Inquisition, the Holocaust. White males are all to blame. You mainstream your white male privilege only by oppressing and enslaving others.
The sick thing is you got students that are impressionable
and probably will think that they should go off themselves.
Yeah, now what if you get a shitload of students going to kill themselves?
It won't matter, because anything that's fucked up in the world nowadays you're allowed to talk about, but anything you know to be true, like government control, NSA, any of that stuff.
You talk about that?
Don't talk about that stuff. Jade Helm will come take your ass out.
Oh, yeah.
But this stuff is allowed. And okay, it's freedom of speech. Hey, I'm all for that, and I'm not going to say that this man can't say that.
But then again, you have to allow all. If that's
but you have to allow all. Exactly right. Because if they're going to tell us we need to shut the fuck up or go to FEMA camps, then what the fuck's this motherfucker need to do?
Yeah. Yet they're allowing this. It's like, who the fuck have you not stepped in and has anyone not complained about this fucking whack job piece of shit?
Apparently, I mean, it's getting taken all over the internet. But it's one of these deals where
Now, did you snope it to make sure that it's?
Oh no, it's real.
It's real.
Yeah,
huh?
It's got more than one report on it.
Wow.
They actually have the information out there on it. It said this man is not the first time from doing this for the call for the elimination of Caucasians. The Washington Times responded to a September 2nd, 2002, where he did so teaching at Harvard.
This guy's white.
Yeah, he's a white guy.
Wow. This is where the Klan needs to get involved. Okay, instead of putting all your hatred towards a certain race, go after this motherfucker. You talk about a race traitor.
Right.
There's a race traitor right there. There's a sellout, extreme fucking race traitor. And yet, he's still allowed to teach.
Yeah, well, he retired, but he was doing it obviously in 2002 and making these speeches, and didn't retire until it's 2015. So, there's at least 13 years of
wacko. Well,
yeah.
But you know what? Maybe he just watched his behavior. And do you think it was forced retirement?
Yes, it says no, because it says he had said this before in 2002 to the Washington Post.
That's right. This has been shit he's been spewing for a while.
He also goes on to say, obviously, all whites need to be destroyed.
Okay, what about him?
But why not start with the white males?
All right.
Oh, I had to sneeze. Maybe that's that's my privilege coming out.
Well, my grandma used to say, if you sneezed, it was true.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Oh, wow. That's some fucked up shit.
And it says that that's why the object to destroy this cancer on humanity, known as a white race, that ugly disease which dares to call itself a people and a culture.
So somebody hasn't beat the fuck out of this guy already?
Of course not, because he's a fucking ass munch. He's got the right to say whatever he wants and put out this kind of fucking propaganda. And like I said, it is right. He does have freedom of speech, but that needs to go for all then.
Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, what if this was a black man, saying this crazy shit?
Oh, my God.
Or no. Better yet, what if it was another white man saying this about black people?
Then it would be race riots.
That all black people need to kill themselves and whatever crazy shit you...
This is the stuff you get when you let your country go to shit like it's been going. When people don't stand up and say, look, we don't want this. We don't believe in this. This political correctness, which I had said years ago when it first started.
Oh, in the 90s,
I told my mother, I said, you know what? Political correctness and there was something else I said, it's going to destroy this fucking country. Totally going to destroy this country. And I was right.
And it's doing it right now.
Yeah, because we don't hurt anybody else's feelings.
Oh, no.
Let's not hurt anybody, but ours can get trampled on and stomped on and be told we'll be putting camps and whatever else is going on with the conspiracy theorists, or whether it's true or not, I don't fucking know.
It's the double standard bullshit.
Yeah.
But as settled society, that's what I'm going to start calling it, where everybody's so willing to just, take the fucking fucking status quo, which right now the status quo is, oh, this guy's all right. Hey, it's free speech. You know, and if you attack this man,
we're bigots. We're not bigots, but we would be the oppressors.
Oh yeah,
we're oppressing him.
You're oppressing him from speaking his truth. So now all of a sudden they would hide behind the free speech. But you get, like you said, you get in there and you start talking about, you know, globalists and Jade Helm and all that other shit. Oh man, they're gonna fucking you know.
I gotta watch what I say because you know I'm a terrorist. You know, apparently.
I wonder if there's any videos of him on YouTube.
And let me clarify: I'm not a fucking terrorist. I'm an American citizen.
Of course,
actually, I'm an American. I'm not even a citizen. I'm not a federal government employee.
But it seems as traditional American as you are. The more likely you're going to be labeled as a terrorist.
Yeah.
Where the ones who are, you know, putting this shit out there about, you know, oh, you're a terrorist and we're going to label you.
You're exactly right.
Those are the fucking terrorists.
The more you believe in the Constitution, the more you believe in human rights, the more you believe in America and its people and what it stands for, and all the vets and soldiers that are fighting now and have fought and lost their lives or came back wounded or just came back. You know, we are the ones that are fucking terrorists. They're calling us terrorists.
A traditional American is now a terrorist.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where it's going.
Well, I've actually seen some clips where there have been college professors and stuff and people out there saying that the original forefathers were terrorists.
Oh yeah, you know, actually, that was that shit I was telling you, I think a few years ago. Remember we had dinner with my one cousin who's in, guess where? College. And he starts spewing this crazy shit that the forefathers were assholes and, you know, they're pieces of shit and they're hateful Nazis and all this other crazy shit. And, you know, it's you're right. It's all to take down traditional America in for what? To make money. That's why. In the name of making money and to having power.
And to stop what we're doing. They don't want America no more.
No.
People don't. And, you know, I can't say that I blame everybody everywhere because, you know, our corporate greeds at the top have done a lot of bad stuff to a lot of people that we don't even know about. You know, and they've invaded other countries and said it was for one reason, and we found out it wasn't. Well, you know, so you know, I can understand the hatred there, but don't take it out on the American people. We didn't do these things.
Well, that's it. Those who want to be Americans and be patriots and proud,
right?
You know, now all of a sudden you love your country,
yeah,
you love your flag and your Constitution. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Well, of course we do.
That's, you know, well,
do you love Baghdad? Do you love fucking France? Do you love, you know, you love your country? Why can't we ours?
Yeah, exactly. But it's feels before reals, as cruise control says, you know.
Well, and that's one of the things that they teach in the Army. It's hearts and minds, they say.
That's the most ridiculous, asinine shit. Well, you know, and speaking of the Army, you know, we got, there's a guy that you and I both know who's a driver. We used to be a driver with ITN.
Right.
And, you know, totally has his son's a Marine, you know, which is great. I think it's awesome, but he's brainwashed.
Right.
And he spews all this shit to his dad. So his dad goes, yeah, man, we're going to go in there and wipe out those fucking sand niggers. And we're going to do. And you're just like, man, come on, dude. You know, you're adding to the problem now.
Right.
Because that's not the real enemy. You know, the real enemy's right here in your country, man.
Yeah. The real enemy is anybody that's trying to break down liberty. Yeah. Bottom line, that's what it's about.
Yep.
It's about the Constitution. It's about us being having the right as being Americans, you know. And anybody trying to destroy that is the terrorist. That's what they are.
Yeah, those are, well, you know, and my stance, you know, my stance on 9/11, you know, because I do, you know, there's some shit that, like you said, the corporate powers in our government, you know, there's only so much of a point that a kid's going to take getting bullied and then they're going to punch you.
Right.
You know, so that's just
right.
what's happening. You know, you piss off enough people, guess what, buddy? The wages of sin are coming.
Yeah,
you know?
and these things happen, you know. But like I said, you know, we shouldn't have to live in fear of speaking like we're talking right now. We shouldn't have to live in this fear.
No.
If I can have some piece of shit out there speak his fucking goddamn mind that I don't believe in, then why can't I?
Yeah.
Just because you don't agree with me, fuck you too. Yeah. I'm saying fuck you, you can say fuck me back, and we can part ways.
Right. We just say fuck you together. But obviously, I can't say fuck you. But
but you can.
Because obviously you're speaking, you know, what's
on your mind.
Well, what's accepted.
Yeah.
You know, the accepted hate speech. You know, see, there's good hate speech and bad hate speech. Yeah. So it's okay to say kill the whiteys.
Well, and that kind of stuff only happens when a country's being destroyed.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, look what they did in the Nazi days in Germany. That was the exact same stuff that happened.
Yep. shit to sway your way of thinking.
Till genocide happened.
Yep. It's like let's condition you, and they're starting with guess what? In college with our impressionable youth.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? So I used to say that hey, if you could do college, do it. If it's a great experience.
Changing your mind a little, maybe.
Well, I'll tell you what, the experience is great.
Well,
like
the experience you had is totally changed from the experience they're going to get nowadays.
That's true. Well, and the problem is we had wacko professors that spewed wacko bullshit. But I had one that was a crazy liberal feminazi bitch, who was claiming that, even heterosexual sex is considered rape and whatever, but those are the people, we laughed at that.
It's kind of funny that they are allowed to bring in their own agendas on that.
Oh, yeah.
And teach a population that,
Well, and then they'll see, like, if you don't agree with their stance, your grade's probably going to suffer.
Right.
That's happened. Like I said, the feminazi bitch I told you about, if you weren't in line with her fucking crazy shit, she was knocking you down. I had a friend that, he was like, fuck this. And he's, was like, I don't believe this shit. And on his papers, he let it be known. And she dropped his grade, man. He had like a C or something in there.
Wow.
So, but now, like I said, those people were the minority. Even then, like, oh yeah, it's a crazy feminazi bitch. Where now you're right. There's an abundance of this, and now these fuckers are just spewing this shit left and right in every classroom.
And you're going on your experience. It's so changed since I mean,
20 years ago.
I mean,
man.
I would I would even say, from when I was a kid going to school. I mean, Common Core now took its place.
Oh, yeah.
So, for me to say, well, when I was a kid, I enjoyed school, it's good for kids. I wouldn't even say that anymore.
That we'll see. There's another thing. It's pretty sad when something that's supposed to educate you and make you a better person and more marketable is now something you almost wishing you discourage on your kids.
And it's amazing that a lot of things that I would like to discourage my kids against, and one of them is being nice to people.
Well, that's what's fucked up. Like now, are you? I'm sure you're not going. Yeah, when you get to college, Jaden.
No, I discourage them against going to college.
Wow, and it's man, it's just a whole different fucking world.
Yeah.
That now you don't want them in that environment.
Well, no. Why would you want your child? I don't believe in that. So he has a right to say that, like I said. But then I should also have my right, and my right should be, I don't believe his bullshit.
And see what's fucked up too is they still push that. Well, if you want to try to move up in the workplace,
I mean, come on, really? That means we gotta go kill ourselves.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, this is extreme, crazy shit.
Yeah, but it's being allowed.
This isn't like some teacher that comes in and starts talking about marijuana should be legalized and whatever. Which I kind of agree with that anyway. But the whole other bullshit with now you're talking about kill Whitey.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a reality, man.
Yeah.
The shit that people joked about at one time.
And the funny thing is he's not the only one preaching this. And other colleges are doing the same thing.
Yep. And like you said, there's prestigious colleges, Harvard and Stanford.
Yeah,
and
stuff like that, yeah.
And these guys are just, man, wow. How the fuck do these, oh, man. Like I said, this is one more reason why I don't fucking have kids.
Yeah, it's
like
a shame, and it really is bad.
The fact you have to discourage them from something that used to be good, that's like saying, no, son, don't go outside and socialize. Socializing used to be good and fun.
Yeah, and that's what I pretty much have to do now.
Everything that was good, you have to
almost teach your kids to be disgusting, to be hateful, to be non-remorseful. You have to teach them all these things because I feel I'm doing my kids an injustice by not doing that. I'm preparing them for a world that does not exist if I don't.
Yeah, and now they go out there and see that, hey, my dad lied to me.
Yeah. And how hard is it going to be on them? I mean, look how it is now. Can you imagine 10, 15 years from now?
Well, that's, yeah.
If I'm teaching my kid going out and, hey, say please, thank you. Someone comes up, trust a police officer. What the fuck?
Well, your oldest one is what, 10 now?
He's 11.
11?
Yep.
So, yeah, say, 7 more years.
Yeah.
And it's college time for him. But look how fucked up things have gotten.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, when we first started doing the show, 2007. Right?
Yeah.
2007. So in 8 years,
look at all this.
How shit's changed. So imagine 7 more years
That's
from
what
now,
I'm saying.
when he's that age, when he's an adult.
What's it going to be then?
This shit is crazy. Mm-hmm. Like how Oh, man. Dude, you almost don't want to think about it.
Yeah, it's too much sometimes to think about.
Yeah, like where are they going to end up? And, they always say, well, you got to think about your child's future. And
I don't know who's got a future any longer.
And that's what's so crazy. Like, you're not even...
What is it? What kind of future is this?
Wow.
Where everybody...
I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, nobody can be, nobody can say anything about anybody unless it's something fucked up.
Right.
You got to fear your government. You have to fear everything you're using being spied on. You have to fear whether they're going to put chips in you and put fucking stuff in them so that if they don't want you to get food, you don't get food. If you don't comply and obey to everything they want, or put a cyanide in so it's all they do is push a button and it releases into your system. What kind of fucking world? What kind of paranoid motherfucking scumballs, greedy ass bastards are running this goddamn fucking planet?
Well, like I said, they have the mentality of junior high age girls because they're, really, are you, you don't agree with me? Well, okay, you can't be in my club. Really, it goes back to a very simple mindset.
Well, how paranoid do you have to be that you need to spy on each and every person in a goddamn fucking nation?
Well, that's it. I mean, obviously, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. Exactly right. And these people, but you get these dumbasses out there going, well, you know what? That's okay. I have nothing to hide. It's not about nothing to hide. They're infringing upon your fucking civil liberties.
That's like saying, you know what? I'm going to stick a dick in your ass.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
That's okay. I got nothing to hide. You can go ahead and do that.
You can do that. I don't have a problem with that.
I'll lay down and comply.
It's like the fact is somebody's entering you forcefully without your consent.
Mm-hmm.
So basically you're giving someone the consent to rape you.
Pretty much, yeah.
So it's okay for your government to rape you? All right.
Yeah, it's okay for corporations to come in and do what it's okay for Monsanto to poison us and tell everybody it's great for you. It's okay for everybody to do it, but us.
And that kind of makes me wonder about some other things. Like these, like the rally. They're going to do the March Against Monsanto, which I think the intentions are good.
But they're not getting anywhere.
But exactly. No one's getting anywhere. So, I mean, what do you discourage it or do you continue?
No, you continue it because if you let it go away, then people will start to forget again. If they forget, then become more compliant again.
So that's all you can do.
That's all you can do, just to keep people to, yeah. I mean, there's some hot chicks there, and some of them are kind of, some of the ones I seen were like hippie freaks. And
oh, yeah, there were definitely some hot chicks there.
So, if anything, you get a hot look at hot naked half chicks. Or
hot naked half chick?
Yeah.
Might be a half chick, but half male?
Yeah. Yeah, they're hot, too. Chicks with a dick, I've heard they're great.
Fucking get you a herm?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's called Monsanto.
That's just gay.
It is gay.
But you know what?
Well, you know what else is gay? This commercial that we're about to have. Be right back, bitches.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the pay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that.
What you know about an IRA or a tax deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil, I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck. In your core like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money. You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic light, you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerk Man will set you straight with some good all true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Back to the STIM Radio Show with the man behind the mic and the man behind the board. Have our own personal cyanide tablets to take at the end of the show. Maxwell Silverhammer.
Hell yeah, man. Mine's in my pocket, and I'm just going to ingest it, you know.
You should.
Just because I'm white.
Maybe you should do it live on the air.
Oh, you know, you're right. We should do a on-the-air suicide.
And show people what they should do. Step by step.
Walk them through.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like, what's his name? Dr. Kevorkian. You know, this way you do it right. You know, it's one of those
kind of funny, though.
How to.
They arrested him.
Dr. Kevorkian.
Yeah, for help and assist critically ill people that were terminal.
No, you need to live.
And they wanted to make them live.
Live
you know, and they
yourself.
arrested him because all he did was assist them in committing suicide. And this guy's yelling out to all these healthy people, you just need to go off yourself.
Go kill yourself because you're white and privileged. Fucking, yeah. And this guy's an educator. I mean, this shit just
And that's what scares me.
boggles my fucking mind. And, well, see, and then now we were talking about the homeschool thing. Is that much better or what?
Well, I've heard that a lot of times, yeah, it actually is. That a lot of people, I mean, maybe not all, but think about this. If they're willing to take the time to educate their kids at home, then they give a shit.
Yeah, but
maybe not all. I mean, it's not a blanket coverage for everybody to be greatness.
Well, I know when I went to one of these homeschool things, they still push agendas. And one is the religious agenda.
Well, yeah, they can teach, and they have the right to do that. Anybody can teach their children what they like.
Right.
And I have no problem with that. But don't come in and tell certain people they can't and others they can.
Yeah, don't regulate it.
Right.
You know, if that's what you want to take. I mean, I don't agree with that kind of parenting. I don't believe in pushing any religion, you know, to a kid. I think a kid needs
and
to
so
learn.
if you had kids, that's how you'd raise them, and there's nothing wrong with that.
That's my personal steez, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I fuck leave the government out of this shit. You know?
Government's in way too much shit. Way too much.
Don't tell people how to do this and how they need to run their life. You know, when we want your fucking assistance, we'll ask you for it. You work for us, all right?
They don't think that anymore.
Yeah, well,
we work for them.
And that's the thing with corporations, same mentality. You know, it's like, hey, let me paint a picture for you. We're paying your fucking salary. Don't act like, you know, you're doing this major favor. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't thrive as a company.
Well, like the president of Nestle said that water is not a human right.
What?
Yeah, they said water to drink is not a human right. It's a privilege. And that they have the right to give us the water that we need to drink.
Where do they come up with this shit?
But finding this out when California actually was under the drought and they did that whole big thing, Nestle had a free place that they went and drained the fucking water from for I'm not sure, but I think like a decade or so, or maybe even more, or a little less. But they were draining from this fucking area to make their Nestle water. You know, but no one else had a right to get it for free.
To tamper with it?
No, they bought it. They didn't buy it. They sucked it out of this reservoir.
Oh, wow.
And they were getting it for free. But they said nobody else had a right to do that. Only they did. And then we had a right to buy it from them.
Of course. You know, we're going to twist things around to fit our fucked up agendas.
Yeah.
It's corporate gym, man. I'm telling you, this shit is... Wow.
It's insane. Totally fucking insane.
Like I said, I hated these motherfuckers at one time, but now I really hate them. You know, and I always have, you know, like I said. But, oh, my God. Water is a privilege. Hey, you know what? Too bad, pal. I get water, you do not.
Yeah. Yeah, because we have a right to it. You don't, you piece of shit peasant.
Well, you get 9/11 too.
Yeah.
You know, you have a right to
The
that.
problem is it didn't kill. It killed more Americans than it did any.
Yeah, it killed the wrong people.
Yeah.
You know, no question. But you know, hey, it was good. It was a good attempt. Let's put it that way.
Right.
So, but you know, and I don't mean to get biblical here, but let's see what our Creator says about all this shit.
Yeah.
You know, let's see how many of you motherfuckers are going to suffer as spirits.
And apparently, Michelle Obama says America is unfair to her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, even though your husband's running the fucking country. Well, he's not really running it. He's a puppet. So
No, he's not. No, you're right. He's a puppet.
He's a puppet, and I mean, he has no power. Or I mean, he's just a voice. He's a mouthpiece.
Yep.
Who says stupid shit. But she's claiming, you know, how are these motherfucking like rich privileged? And I'm going to say those people are privileged.
Yeah,
these
they
rich
are.
privileged motherfuckers.
That is no nationality, no race here.
Claim that they're oppressed and claim that they, you know, the corporate violin that we always hear them playing, or the governmental violin. Oh, it's, you know, you don't understand. We're you know, what about us? No, you know what? We're going to play the same game you play.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. And all of a sudden now you want to bitch when shit isn't going your way. Amazing.
It really does. I'm looking at another one here right now. I'll give you the information as I get it, but
okay.
I just want to make sure it's true before I go spewing it.
Right. Yeah. Well, sometimes too. See, that's the other thing. You know, there's so much shit up there. Now
Yeah.
you're like, is this really true, or are people just?
But see, I like to make sure that it's been covered by at least one national media, because then people tend to believe it more than, you know,
Yeah.
like that was, you know, the Washington Post,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
which is supposedly credible, you know, actually had a point where in 2012 they had interviewed him and he said that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it would be not that far-fetched to believe that he still believes that.
Wow, man. Yeah. Fuck. You know, it's one of these things that you're just like, man, dude, this is, we're watching a movie, aren't we?
It
A
feels like it,
satirical
doesn't
movie,
it?
you know, like it's satire, right?
Like someone's going to come up and say, "Oh man, we've just been fucking with you."
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like we're just cast, right? This is a cast, and it's a movie, and there's cameras rolling, and you know, the people are enjoying this. It's just a box
Kind of like that
office
movie
seller.
that Jim Carrey was in.
Yeah, the Truman Show.
Yeah, Truman Show. Yeah.
Fuck. Oh man. Yeah, that's it's always interesting to what fucking crazy people
people think. I mean, and it's so out of control anymore. I mean, cops are shooting the fuck out of everybody. You know, you got these assholes telling everybody they need to go kill themselves. We've got
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of the shit that just leaves you speechless.
Yeah.
Like you're like, well, what do you say now? Mm-hmm. What, you know,
and is it worth saying anything anymore?
Yeah. How do you even, you know, like let it roll? You know.
Well, like they had that one where the cops and everybody's like, some people on my thing have said, "Why do you hate cops so much?" I'm like,
You
I
don't
don't
hate
hate
cops.
fucking cops. I hate dishonest people. I hate people that are fucking taking their their powers and abusing them.
Yeah.
You know, like this one girl, this Native American girl, she actually was out drinking one night. Her and her two friends were two guys, and decided they wanted to take a taxi cab and obey the law, not drive. So they're standing out there waiting for the cab. Well, in the meantime, this police officer or cop pulled up, and two cruisers, and they told the guys they needed to leave or they were going to arrest them. So the guys got afraid and they left the girl there. They took the woman, put her in a vehicle, and raped her.
Oh yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Then, as they're riding down the road, threw her out of the fucking car. But her face is all busted up. I mean, they have a picture of her actually laying there. The dumbasses forgot that Big Brother's watching us, and it was filmed.
Oh, it's on dash cam.
Well, no, it was actually from a cam that they have on the headlight, the street lights and that.
Oh, wow.
Caught them riding down the road with her, and you see the door open, they threw her out.
See, the thing is this. Why isn't there anything being done about this shit?
But that's it. They get a slap on the wrist, and they get paid vacation.
Why aren't these guys being Barbie fucking cued?
Yeah.
It's like
they should be put to, you know, anything.
Well, you know what? I believe in an eye for an eye. So, you know what? If you rape somebody and you beat them up, that's
shove a dildo in her ass and whip them out of a car doing 60.
Yep, that's just what's going to happen. You get ass raped.
How do you feel?
Yeah. See, I told you there is some validity to people needing to get ass raped sometimes.
Well, yeah.
You know? So, But wow, that's pretty fucked up. Well, you know, just kind of a funny story. Talk about cops, you know, unnecessarily intruding. The driver last night told me that this is years ago, I guess. He was.
You know what? Can we listen to this?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead.
we got this one thing here. I don't know what it is, so this could be shocking to both of us.
Okay.
But someone said, "Share this, please, please, please share." And the bottom it says, the new Jim Cow. Listen to what this Caucasian lady just allowed me to film her saying. So I'm just kind of curious of what this is.
Yeah, now you got me curious too.
So I don't know what it is, so we're going to find out.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Hi. So, what's your name? My name is Crystal Tyler. This is William Tyler, my husband, and Leah Tyler, my daughter. Hello. So, I just wanted to just ask you a couple of questions. Where are you guys from? We're from Denver, Colorado. Okay. And you guys flew in. You drove up to. We drove in from Denver to Ferguson. We got here last night. Okay. And there is a book that you recommend that people read. Okay, so there's two books. And one of them is a book about our family. It's called The Wheat Money. And it's about all the ways that my family benefited from racism. And so when we met, he was homeless and had a felony record. And I had a master's degree and a great job and all this stuff. And I moved into his downtown neighborhood, you know how that goes. Yeah. Anyway, so I started looking at what has happened in the last 150 years since slavery, and what happened to his family.
It's a white woman with a black man.
Mine was lifted up over and over and over again. And what I learned was his having a felony record was not an accident. I stumbled across a book called The New Jim Crow. It's by Michelle Alexander. So what I'm saying is every white person in America needs to read my book. And you know, what's the name of your book again? It's called The Wheat Money. Okay. You can go to my website, thewheatmoney.com. Okay. White people need to read that because unless you already know the real racist history of this country, and if you're black, you don't need to read a book to find out the real racist. I mean, you're living it every day. Right. So if you're black, you need to look into the new Jim Crow. Go to her website. It's called newjimcrow.com. Perfect. And then there's something called endnewjimcrow.com. Perfect. Because the war on drugs was designed to make sure that he had a felony record so that he cannot move up in society. He can't get education benefits. My parents paid for my college free, right? Because of some wheat land that we got free from the government. His family couldn't pay for him to go to college, and he couldn't get the benefit of going to college because once he was a felon, he could not get money from the government. That's the way it was designed. So read Michelle Alexander's The New Jim Crow. It will blow your mind. Let me say one more thing. Stop and frisk is illegal. The Fourth Amendment to the Constitution makes stop and frisk illegal. And we somehow decided that it was okay to stop and frisk especially young black men. That's the way that we turn them into felons. So you got to read that book. And I'm really hoping that we can get these young guys interested in ending stop and frisk.
You want to have it be the crack pipe they have on it.
Yeah.
Across the country.
Well, man. Okay. Yeah, that's.
But that's the mentality of everybody. I mean, hey, I don't disagree with
I mean,
some of that.
okay, yeah, sure. I'm not black, so I don't know the degree of racism that they face. But at the same time, you know, come on, man. The playing field's not motherfucking level.
No.
But at the same time, you know, there are ways you can get ahead, man. You know, I mean, if you just want to play victim, see, that's the thing. Everybody wants to be a victim. And how bad they're treated and whatever. And now she should be revered because she's standing up for the black cause.
Well, because she stepped down. I mean, she's pretty much belittling him by saying,
I was a stupid nigger like him.
I decided to move into his hellhole of the ghetto and give up all my riches.
Which is some bullshit, too, because, all right, I mean, obviously, all right, so he's a black man with a felony. Does every black man have a felony record? No. You know what I'm saying? That's some stupid shit. Yeah. And if that's what you believe, then you're a fucking idiot. And you're sucking all this bullshit. But you know what? See, this is, and they probably want a lot of people to believe that. See, you're black. That's all you should do. But are you gonna take that? hell, there's a lot of people think that I should be doing fucking, basket weaving and going to the blind center.
Well, why should all white people? I don't believe that they weren't oppressed. I don't believe at certain points.
Sure.
But then again,
everybody was oppressed.
yeah, the Chinese, whites, everybody has been a slave one. We're slaves now, for God's sakes.
Yeah, exactly. All of us are slaves.
Yeah.
Collectively as Americans, so you ain't doing anything. You're just helping the slave fucking master is what you're doing.
Here's another one.
Okay.
No charges for a cop who shot a man holding his daughter trying to get her asthma inhaler.
Oh, wow.
Shot dead.
Is a white guy?
Nope, black man.
Black man? Wow.
It seems to me they're trying to get a race thing going.
Yeah,
here.
they are. They're trying to start one. And this is it. This is, they're going to cover more black police, black police officers and all that kind of shit.
Oh, we did get one cop finally fired after refusing to turn on a body camera while he was shooting a woman. Shot her dead.
Wow. Okay. Well, and this isn't a race thing.
But it's becoming a race thing, and that's what's frightening.
Turning it in, and people are eating that up.
Because here we got something.
What's this?
Okay, let's listen to some black man. See what he has to say.
On some real.
Oh, is he smoking weed?
No, he's crying.
Oh, okay.
I just found out, not long ago. I just found out on Facebook that McDonald's won't be bringing the McRib back.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's fucking bawling.
No, this has got to be a joke.
No, he is literally bawling.
I mean,
yes, I'm not kidding.
I see he's distraught, but I know it's got to be.
He literally has tears pulling out of his fucking eyes.
Wow. Oh,
so this is what's important to this man that's making him break down and bawl. Literally, fucking. It's not fake.
People can cry on command, though.
No, I mean, no. This guy is really. I mean, tears are pouring out of his eyes.
That they're not going to bring the McRib fucking back.
This shows you how fucked up society is. What's more important? You could probably see his fucking his keeping it real brother get shot in the back of the fucking head and go, yo, just another fucking nigga, man. Happy wasn't me, but
that's horrible. I don't even watching shit like that just degenerates your fucking brain.
Yeah.
I just feel like I just dropped like 20
levels
points
of intelligence.
Yeah. I might as well just go home and be a DNLU now and fucking make sounds on the bus. But a real quick story I was just going to tell you. So the driver that was driving me home last night told me. So I guess he was trying to get over, in a lane or something, and he honked his horn, and it was kind of a traffic jam. And this highway patrol officer goes, "Hey, don't honk your horn." And he was like, well, and I guess he kind of bit back at him. He was like, "Look, man, it's a free country. I can do what I want." And the guy's like, "Well, you need to keep it down with the horn. That's you need to stop that." Or, and so he's like, "I'm giving you a warning this time." So he's pulling the police, "I got a big cock and a gun."
Right.
And so as the highway patrol goes back to get on his motorcycle, the driver blows his horn again.
Oh, wow.
Just to fuck with him. And the guy comes back and writes him a ticket for excessive use of the horn. There's real fucking criminals out there with rolling meth labs and, pedophiles kidnapping kids and all kinds of other sick shit. And you're worried about a guy honking his horn? Like, really? This is what we're paying taxes for? It's that kind of stupid shit.
It's kind of amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Actually, you know what's fucked up, though? We get so conditioned too,
yeah,
because we become desensitized to all this shit. And we're like, well, that's what they do.
And that's a lot of it too. I mean, it's seeing who will comply and who won't.
Yeah, I mean, after but there's only so much. Oh, that's fucked up. You can do before you're like, oh, you know what, man. I'm just trying to survive here. I really don't have enough time to devote this energy.
And that's exactly what they count on. That's what they want.
Wow.
Because you don't want people. You want people to get used to it and say, you know what, I can't handle it anymore. My brain can't comprehend any more of this, so I shut it all down and just allow it to go on.
Yeah. I'll desensitize myself.
Yeah, desensitize. Yeah, exactly right.
Jeez. Wow. Fuck, man. Ah, man. That bothered me.
Yeah.
That McRib shit bothered me. Seriously. More so than the other lady. You know, she was just kind of stupid, and I probably would have laughed at her. But that guy, I'm like, that's got to be supposed to be a joke, right?
No, you would think so, right?
And that guy's getting that worked up on. Wow. Man.
Over a fucking McRib.
Well, I mean, I love the McRib too. Don't get me wrong, but
it's not destroying your world, is it?
I'm not gonna cry if they take it off the fucking menu.
Apparently, they're not bringing it back, so you need to.
Well, these are people who cry when celebrities fucking die.
Yeah,
people they don't even know. You know, I never cried when a celebrity. I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, there's times I've been shocked, like when Robin Williams died.
Oh yeah, that shocked me. I was like, whoa. Or Michael Jackson even shocked me.
Right.
But I'm not gonna fucking cry and pay homage and act out and do. Remember we pissed those the Hill Money guys off when we were making fun of that shit.
Yep.
And it's like, dude. And what was this shit? Somebody put something on Facebook about some attorney woman going to a Prince concert, and they were talking shit about her or something stupid.
I don't know.
It's again, why the fuck is this news?
Yeah, why is it news? Right?
Why are we covering that bullshit?
Because it's just garbage that they spew out there that most people want to hear because it really means nothing to nobody.
No, just mindless bullshit.
Yep.
And speaking of mindless bullshit, we're going to commercial, bitches.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like.
Sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks, life.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil. I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money. You can talk to me. You can talk to me. We got what you need. Or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund, we have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerk Man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Back to the STIM radio show with a man behind the mic believes in white people and believes that everybody should own one or two.
Damn right, I need me a honky. White slavery, that's where it's going. Yeah, I hope the Klan gets a hold of that fucking guy. Well, we're going to switch gears a little bit because I have an SMJ.
You have an
Got a
SMJ.
couple SMJs, actually. Yeah.
A couple of them?
Yeah, a couple little ones from this networking event.
So it's not nothing super like duper major.
No, not a huge one, but it's huge enough to be recognized.
Okay,
you know?
why? Where the hell? Oh, I have the old one now. The other one's gone. Okay.
Oh, Jim.
Sorry, I got the old one.
Oh,
the new one. I mean, sorry.
Oh, wow. I don't want that one.
Shit. Why? Okay, I put one in, and the other one goes away.
See, that's how Charlie
What the
Jucklebuck fucking.
hell?
We're doing it for you. This is what you want, right?
We'll replace this with no. I don't want to replace it.
Yeah, nobody fucking told you to replace it.
No, I wanted to replace. No, I didn't. Yeah, never mind. I didn't want it replaced. Right.
Well, again, it's like
I wanted both of them.
It's like, let me work the computer. Don't work me.
So do you not want the music then, or?
Yeah, I don't really want to use that
Okay.
one. I prefer to use the original, traditional. We gotta sing it though. Gotta save that blind man. Gotta save him from danger. Gotta save that blind man. Gotta save him from strangers. Oh wow, that was bad, but
It's
you
the
know
best
what?
I could do.
Hey, it's the best you could do, so I appreciate it, man. Fuck, I wonder where the old one went.
I'm gonna have to fucking. Oh Jesus! I may just put it on the desktop next time and just play it from there when we need it.
Probably so.
I'll put it in your folder, and when I move one in, the other one's gone. I move the other one goes.
I wonder how that gets moved around like that.
I don't know. Some of this doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, let me work the computer. Don't work. Don't make decisions for me. I don't want you thinking for me. I want to think for myself.
It's like I can't put any of these in the order I want them in. Whatever order they're in is what it puts it in, and I have to change it every time.
Yeah, it's like, just leave it alone.
I want to put it in this order. Leave it in that fucking order.
Right. Don't move it around.
Right.
Don't fucking, oh, the machine is totally logical. No, the fuck it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, all right. So here, every time I go to these networking events,
Mm-hmm.
I always, you know this too. I get SMJ, especially when I go alone. If I go alone, it's
Right.
like pretty much a recipe for SMJ. And the one that happened today, the first one was I got up. Like what they do is they make you say what organization you're with and what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So I got up and said what
Pool Trimmers Anonymous?
Right, I gave it all up, man. I
Wow.
told them. So I told them about, the organization I work for and what we do and all this type of
Pool
shit.
Trimmers Association.
So as soon as I finished up, this person goes, "Very good."
What?
Yeah, this lady goes, "Very good." This wasn't the lady heading the group. This is just somebody in the,
Very good. Like you should have gotten a cookie.
Yeah, like that. Wow, you actually stood up and were able to articulate. That was great.
Very good.
And so, well, then I'll take it a step further. This same woman later comes up to me as, I guess I was kind of walking around and talking to a few people, whatever. And she goes, "That was a good introduction you did. Like, it's a fucking introduction. Everybody else in the room did an introduction. You going to tell them they did a good introduction too?"
Did she?
No.
Wow.
It was just me.
Because you're special.
Because, he needs that. He needs the stroke.
You need that motivation. If not, you might go home and off yourself because you're a white blind guy.
And now here we go again. The shit that's totally motherfucking insulting, people have no qualms of just spitting it out freely.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, when something so stupid and trivial, like they say the word "look" around me, or they say "see," all of a sudden, oh my God, we just fucking, hit the button for the nukes or some shit. So, and then the next one was, and it's funny. I don't like to generalize by race, but sometimes you got to, because fuck, they're putting you in a category. So what the fuck, might as well. So I'm walking out, and there's now the next two are black women that did this, and the one was just like, you could tell she was kind of impatient with me because I was walking. It was that angry SMJ, you know what I'm saying? Like as I'm walking out, I was, because there were several offices at this place. Or several buildings, should I say. And where they were having the luncheon meeting, was in another building around the corner. So I was going to walk out and go around the corner and wait for the bus, because that's where I was dropped off. Well, as I'm walking, of course, there's some Custabalicious, planners and shit around. So but of course, I hit them and I go around them. No big deal. I got a cane. It tells me what I'm going to hit. Well, as I'm headed for one, this lady goes, no, here, this way.
Come here.
Yeah.
Come here.
Well, like she scolded the kid. Tardy, Tron. No, this way. But it's black. No.
Well, I realize sometimes people get anxious because they think you're going to hit something or doing something. You're kind of like I've even done it to people that are seeing something. You know?
But it's knee jerk. You know what it was? It was knee jerk nigger reaction. Is what it was. And basically, so because that's you could tell it was strictly, and I'm putting it in ethnicity because again, it was her way of attacking it.
Right.
The way she went about it. It was not just a neutral SMJ. It was a Negrotic SMJ in the sense of how she,
Oh, no, don't you do it, white boy.
Yeah, it was like, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no, no.
Yep, it was, no. It was almost like she was scolding one of her kids, basically, is what it was. It's like when you hear a black person scolding, no, Shawanda, go over this way. Do this. So I'm telling her, I got this. I'm fine. I'm good. So then I go around, and then there's another lady that comes out later, and she starts talking. She's like, are you wait? And I always find it funny. People see me standing out there, and they ask me, do I have a ride? Well, why the fuck would I be standing outside if I didn't have a ride in 90 fucking degree weather? So I'm like, well,
because you're blind, you don't know where you're at.
Yeah, that's true, and I don't know if it's night or day, huh?
Right,
because I have
no
non-20 fucking four
that you need to get a pill for.
Yeah. Oh, which by the way, I spoke to that guy, and he's like, "Oh man, my sister's doing really great in that company, man, and she really thanks you for helping her." And I'm thinking, I'm glad I could help somebody get a job, but at the same time, do not attribute your sister's working for this criminal ass pharmaceutical company as my doing. So anyway, that was that. Well, as I'm talking to this woman, she says, yeah, so when are they coming? And I'm like, oh, they'll be here in a little bit. And it's 146 is my ride, my pickup, whatever. And she's like, yeah, well, it's okay. Just let me, how'd she put it? She goes, just let Sybil know and she'll take you to where you need to go. And I said, well, who's Sybil? And she goes, me. And I'm like, then why didn't you just refer to yourself as me? Let Sybil know and she'll take you where you need to go. Like, what are you talking about yourself in third person?
Wow.
And, I mean, to me, that was pretty SMJ. What do you think?
Yeah, it sounds it. Just a little bit.
So that was that one. And then there was another one that, like this one lady kept checking on me. They're not here yet? They're not here? I'm like, they'll be here. Just,
Well, that one, I don't know.
And of course,
I've done that with people. I did that with, remember Kelsey?
What?
When they were looking, she was supposed to get that ride. I'm like, oh, they're not here yet, and I kept seeing her. Hey, your ride didn't come yet.
Right. Well, that's true, but I think they put a watch on me.
Could have been.
Like, oh, let's
make sure nobody leaves the blind man alone.
Yeah, or make sure he doesn't wander off or something.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why I stick with you every time that the buses are late.
Yeah, because
I got to pass you off.
Yeah, exactly. It's your responsibility.
Yeah, you are my responsibility until your excited colleague comes along that hey, he's not even your colleague because he's above you. He can see, you can't.
You're right. Exactly. He's got sight privilege.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. I think all sighted people should kill themselves. You know what?
Yeah. You think they should?
Because they've oppressed me.
Yeah, well, I try to oppress. Oh Lord. No, you just didn't see what I seen.
What did you just see?
You talking about stuff, and all of a sudden I see a picture of Kaylee Church and her man posted.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah.
How long have they been going out? 2 days?
I don't know. This looks like a total. He looks like someone from the 1920s with those bar handle mustaches.
Oh, damn. He's got a mustache?
Yeah, he's got a mustache, and it goes way off to the sides. It looks like a bar handle. Those bars or the handles.
Okay.
They twist like Snidely Whip. Like,
what kind of guy? I mean, what kind of guy are you picturing there with him, with her?
I can see it.
I mean, what kind of I guess I'm trying to think of what kind of voice would come out of that man.
That's kind of what it looks like would. He looks like a very he's got his hair slicked back, parted to the side, parted him off to the side, slicked back. He's got a mustache. She's leaning her head in on him. Looks like they got it done at one of those photo things.
Like glamour shots or something?
No, it looks like when you go into those booths.
Yeah,
like
glamour
Chuck E.
shots.
Cheese or something.
Oh, those places
Yeah.
like Disneyland when they take
with photo booths.
Oh wow.
She's leaning her head on it and on him, and he's smiling. And yeah, wow, okay.
Oh boy, I wonder which one this is. Like I said, there's been so many, since me.
Oh God, you know who it was?
Who the man was?
Wow, why? Oh God. Okay, this explains it.
What?
She, because I posted something and I said vet commits suicide on a VA administration
Oh
grounds.
no, it's the ex.
It's the ex.
It's the.
And she put down. She pushed a like on the thing and she says, "Kaylee Church, by the time I got around to my daughter's dad, it was too late."
Oh, good fuck.
He was on a 12-year waiting list.
12-year waiting list. waiting.
So why he committed suicide?
Waiting for the kid to grow up is what it was.
No, she's saying that because of the VA, that's why he killed himself.
Oh, bullshit. I don't believe he was a veteran. I don't think he was anything like that.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that, but
well, whatever. But here's another reason to push the. Oh man, don't even get me started. People are like that. People like that are just fucking.
Hey, you said you wanted a reason.
Yeah, no, you're
I
right.
can fire you up every night.
That's true. There is always something, but it's my old woman from 2 years ago that I'm kind of like basically was. Sort of my, do we want to say rebound girl? Should we?
That'd be kind of what it was.
Yeah, kind of my rebound girl, I guess. And,
yeah.
That anyone that I had anything, I mean, there were other girls I kind of fucked around with that, weren't serious, but that was the first one that I attempted to get serious.
See, and the whole thing is I make fun of, although I love her ass, Danielle's booty, but she has not seen an ass on a white woman until she saw that one.
Kaylee's ass?
Oh, my God. She was wide. Her ass was ginormous and wide on the sides, too. She didn't have a bubble butt. She just had a fucking blubber butt.
And you just, so you didn't like it? Or?
Well, no, it wasn't. No, I didn't like it or dislike it. It's just that, because Humvee's always, or Danielle's always going, oh, I got a big ass. She does. But it's proportioned nicely.
Right.
Gailey's didn't look right. Looked like somebody cut a girl in half and had a fat girl on the bottom and put a thin chick on the top.
Hey, fat bottom girls.
Yeah.
That'll be her song. So, that's wow, Kaylee. Huh? So she posts.
What a person to pop up. I haven't seen nothing from her forever.
Right, and then all of a sudden she grabs a picture of her ex that
her ex
had an assistance killing, and
and put it up there,
throws it up there. Wow, man. Yeah, I was just going to say one more thing about these networking. It's funny with these networking events. I either get the two kinds of people. I either get those who are total SMJ up my ass, better watch him kind of people. Then you get the other ones who just like look at me like I'm a fucking total cockroach. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay away. You could catch it. And they don't say it. But it's their demeanor. You kind of could tell. They talk to everybody else in the room.
Cancer's contagious, I heard.
Oh yeah, it's true.
I'm a contagion.
So I could rub eyes with them, huh?
Yeah, if I shake your hand, you can catch it. You know that.
I get
right?
canced. I was starting to feel kind of canced, man.
Yeah, I think you may have it.
But I was.
Why do you think I don't touch your hand? I don't want to be blind.
But it's good. But look, man, this means I won't have to work anymore.
Yeah.
Once I catch your cancer, that's all it's going to be. Then it's like
you scot-free from there on out.
Yeah, there it is. So anyway, yeah, those were my SMJs today, man. But all in all, it was a good lunch. It was a very productive thing that I went to, and I would go again. So and I got a shitload of business cards, which I need to fucking go and put in, do whatever. And so the next thing I want to cover, I don't know how much. We don't have much time, do we? As far as like,
yeah, you got time.
We got time.
It's 18 after.
All right, we got 10 minutes maybe, and we'll see what happens. But I guess this is a good segue because you did talk about Kaylee and the dating and that kind of shit. I see it more from women, but it seems like there's a lot of women who are afraid to fall back in love again. Like it's such a horrible thing. Like stay away, don't fall in love again. Fight it with every ounce of your fucking mortal flesh.
Vagina.
And mortal virginer, yeah.
Virginer.
But no, because I don't see guys doing that much.
Well, there are. I mean, they just say, hey, man, look, just go fuck bitches. Don't fucking get in a relationship with them. Don't fall in love. Just fuck them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of similar.
I guess that would be a little bit similar, but I don't see guys actively fighting. Well, then again, I guess I don't date men, so I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't see that side.
Right.
But I've just noticed like a lot of women, are afraid of like getting feelings for someone again. I don't know. For me, and this is funny, when like the whole koala thing happened and all that bullshit, everybody kept saying to me, "Oh, you're gun shy. You're afraid to get hurt." No, I wasn't. That was never anything on my mind, because I obviously, matter of fact, I couldn't wait to fall back in love. You knew that, man.
Yeah.
And you either, I don't think. I mean, I think there was a lot of women who just didn't do it for you.
Yeah.
You were looking for that. But you wanted to fall.
Yeah, I wanted that. I mean, I love what I have right now. I mean, it means a great deal to me.
Right.
And I think anybody, sick, not sick, it brings something to your life. It brings some sort of, we're not meant to be alone. Obviously, if we were, a lot of people, how many people have you heard of that have actually died after one of their partners died?
Oh, yeah.
Just out of pure, missing that person.
Well, and I don't feel that loneliness is or being alone is the worst thing in the world.
End all of everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to die if you don't,
But okay. Now you have a choice here. You can be single and alone the rest of your life, or you could find someone that truly loved you and wanted to be with you, and you truly loved them. Which would you want?
Oh, yeah. Well, of course you want,
right.
And you obviously want it proportioned and everything.
Right.
But I guess my thing is, I've run across so many women that are so afraid to jump back into anything that they fight it with it, and you're just like, why are you fighting this shit? What's the worst thing that could happen here? Honestly,
you're gonna get hurt.
Well, okay, but
but the weirdest thing is,
man.
But the weirdest thing is even if, and this is what people forget, even if you fall in love with that person and they don't do anything to hurt you, you someday will hurt over them.
Yeah.
They will either die, something will happen. You're going to hurt. You're going to feel pain. Right. Even if that person truly loves you and never fucked around on you, never did anything to hurt you.
They get sick or die or something.
Something will hurt you eventually in that relationship. It just fucking happens.
It's just, well, I guess the thing is this, and, I'm one to talk. We spend so much time, we love to find shit to hate, and the more things that we can hate and be angry with and all that type of shit. And yes, that's coming from me, the shit that irks me, guy, because I'm guilty of it myself.
We all are.
But yet, you want to fight love. You're scared to fall in love, but you ain't scared to hate some shit.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get hurt if you fall in love. Oh, my God. And really, honestly, okay, get hurt. When I walked into that fucking desk and fucked my nose up, that was hurt. That's something I don't want to repeat.
Right.
However, love, you know what? Love hurt, you understand it. You know where it's, it's like
where it's coming from, right?
Yeah, it's what it is.
Whether you like it or not, obviously, no. Because like I said, and you are totally right on that, no matter what, you are going to get hurt in a relationship, even if it's the best thing that's ever happened to you.
Yeah.
There's going to be pain involved.
Absolutely. So
you're going to, well, even supposing this, it's like I'm in a great relationship right now. There's going to be pain involved. She's going to be leaving me for a while.
She's getting deployed.
Yeah.
So there's pain.
Right. And I'm going to miss her. She's going to miss me.
But hey, Jerkman, why don't you just run? Why don't you just cut your losses and run, man? Fuck it.
Yeah, and you want to at times because you're afraid. You don't want that hurt. But I'm not going to run from her just because there's going to be pain involved because I'm a pussy then at that point.
Exactly. There's the point. Go out there and fucking live and love and enjoy. Fucking, quit being a bitch and complaining about, I don't want to get hurt, so I'm going to be mean to men or I'm going to be ice queen bitch. And, it's like, well, what's that going to get you? Nothing. You're going to be one of these angry old ladies that hates
pussy lips.
Yeah, you can be one of these angry old ladies that their pussy's so disgusting they don't even want to touch it. So you don't even.
Wow.
I call that virtual masturbation. When you get really nasty old ladies. But the thing is, these are the women that did that kind of shit. They did the ice queen thing to men all their lives, and now all of a sudden, they're in their 70s or 80s, and no niggas want them anymore.
Right.
So they won't even touch their own pussy anymore because it's just so repulsive. And so, then who do you have to blame for that? Because instead, you should have gone out there and enjoyed yourself. And you know what? Just be in the moment, man. Fuck it. Love is great.
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah, it is.
It's fun. And it's enjoyable. So why, and I know I talked a lot of shit when I was hurting, and fuck relationships.
Well, that's what you do when you're hurting.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're angry, you're hurting, you may say shit that's fucked up or stuff you don't truly mean.
I'm venting.
You feel, right.
It was just me venting about how I felt at the time. But all bullshit aside, hey, guess what? I wanted to fall in love, so the being scared and, trying to dodge it and fight it. And, I actually had, when Koala and I first started,
right.
There were times where, she would say, you know, oh, you're winning or something like that. Or, you know, well, I was vulnerable last night when I said that. And I'm just like, well, you know, how fucking childish is what are you going to do? Run away from how you really feel? You know, I tried to fight my feelings at one time.
Right.
Doesn't fucking work, you know? You can sit there and deny it all you want.
Yeah.
But the bottom line, and guess what helped me get over koala? You'll never fucking guess.
Masturbation?
No.
Trying to fall in love with someone else.
Love. Exactly. Love helped you out of love.
You actually did a stepping stone down. And I think that really, no, I think it did. I think it helped you. Because what you did was you went from someone you truly loved and really honestly wanted to be with to someone you accepted to look at for love. So you didn't get that whole big crush to where there was absolutely nothing for a long period of time that you had to time to sit and dwell over.
See, but I think even when I was with Kaylee, I still had feelings for a koala.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it didn't, honestly, those did not really abate until, I would say, late 2013.
Right, but see, at the same time, I guess what I'm saying is you weren't totally alone. You could have still loved koala.
Yeah.
But you still had somebody to kiss, somebody to hug, somebody to hang out with.
Somebody was there.
So it took away some of that total emptiness you would have had if you would have had absolutely nobody.
Exactly. Well, and I guess what I'm saying, though, is, you know, what finally helped me through my shit was, first of all, embracing the fact that, hey, guess what? I did love koala. Instead of playing this game of, I don't need her.
Right.
Yeah, fuck her, man. Yeah, she can go. Yeah, fine. She can have her little husband. She can do her thing. And, you know, being pissed off at her. But it wasn't until I was like, you know what? I actually did care about her. Yeah. And that was real. And once I finally embraced that, yes, and then once I finally embraced that, then I found someone new that I really had interest in, you know?
Right.
And but, you know, if you're angry at the other person and looking for a reason to hate, you know, because, of course, the best thing to do is when you don't have love, you got to fucking hate, right?
Well, you should.
You should just hate and be
hate
angry.
people because you don't have it. I mean, and that's like you'll notice whenever around Valentine's Day, you get a lot of people that come up, and you can see the ones that really want a relationship because they'll sit there and say, I don't need a relationship. It's Valentine's Day. I'm happy with myself. And usually that's a sign they're not, because you don't need to announce to show everybody you're happy being single.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Right.
Well, do you care? No.
No, you're telling the world you're upset right now because everybody else has got somebody and it's Valentine's Day and you don't.
Hey, well, you know what? And I was there for a bit, man. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to lie. I was that guy. You know, I'll take full responsibility for that.
Yeah.
But, you know, you learn from that shit.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, oh, yeah, okay, well, you guys, it's Valentine's Day. I don't have anyone, but you guys go ahead and go do your thing and whatever. So, you know, not that I'm bitter or angry at it or anything. It's just, it's what it is, man. Instead of fucking, you know. But, yeah, it's just funny how people are so afraid. Love is so scary. When, you know, oh, no, I can't. I'm starting to have feelings for that person. How fucking horrible. And I'm going to fight them because that's going to be, you know. So here it is. You spend all your life fighting love, you know, and now you die, you know, and a sad, lonely, fucking miserable fuck.
Yeah.
Or, you know, because all you did was were angry,
we're mad
and pissed
about
off.
what you really wanted.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, and rather than just like sitting back and just letting the shit just fucking come, you know, instead of, or letting, you know, whatever circumstances happen. Well, I'm afraid to get hurt. What are you, afraid to fucking live? Pussy? Fucking, there you go. Those are the motherfuckers that should kill themselves. You know, if you're afraid to, you know, well, like I've said before, love and live have the same, pretty much are spelled the same.
Yeah.
So go out there and love and live, man. Nothing wrong with that shit.
No.
You know, that's what we're supposed to do.
That's exactly what we should be doing on this planet.
That's like saying, oh man, you know what?
Instead of hate and fear.
I had a bad meal yesterday and I barfed it up. So I'm never going to eat again.
Right. Yeah.
You know, how stupid is that? You're going to sit there and deny that to yourself?
Puking and shitting out of my ass for a fucking week. So I'll never eat a fucking thing again in my entire life.
I'm never going to eat. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. How fucking dumb is that?
I could never see you doing that.
Oh, that's a no-no. That will never happen.
You're too in love with food.
Oh, yeah. That's definite.
You and Danielle are a twin on that one. She loves food, too.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, we'll be right back, bitches.
You're a fan of hip-hop and R&B. Join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil, I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your car like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money? You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world
on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass. With such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts.
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We are anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerk Man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Back to the STIM radio show with a man behind the mic. I've got absolutely no words for that guy. He's just totally awesome. Maxwell Silverhammer.
And I threw you off earlier?
Yeah, so I want to return it.
You really threw me the fuck off. Because you said I'm awesome and got all these great words for me. And, wow, fuck, I wasn't expecting
And anybody else out there listening to is probably right now grabbing for their heart.
Yep. So what were we saying? Oh, okay. So outside we were kind of talking too, and you know, and this is one reason I have not pushed Tootsie Toes and been like, oh, you know, you need to get it, because she doesn't talk about the guy much, but you can tell that there's some underlying shit, you know. But I don't push it because there's no fucking.
You can't judge someone else's pain and how quickly they can get over something.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There's no time limit on heartbreak. Like there is no time limit on a relationship. People shouldn't be putting time limits on, well, you know, you guys have been, you know, like when I was with Shell, you guys have been together 6 years. Why don't you move in together? Why don't you tie the knot? Well, you know what? Maybe I fucking don't want to.
Why don't I move my life at my pace, not yours?
Yeah. Why is it got to be by your fucking book of, well, it's been going on like this for 2 years. This is about the time that you have to do this. And
well, look at everybody was telling me, you know, oh, well, you know what? You need to get over your ex. You need to go out and start dating.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I will do it at my own time. You know, if I decide I want to date, I'll do that. If I don't want to, that's not time for me yet.
Well, you're not feeling it.
Or why go out and get myself into a fucked up relationship, still having feelings for somebody else, and I could be fucking somebody else by doing that.
Or just treating someone badly because you're still missing your ex.
Or
they
may just end up falling truly in love with me, and I'm not altogether there, and it doesn't work out the same. So now I crushed something or ruined something that could have been good.
Yeah.
And now fucked them up.
Or putting yourself out there when you're really not ready to be out there. You know, oh, that reminds me of something. Mac Metro brought up something the other night at the roast, and this was interesting. This kind of is along those lines, but a little different. He was saying, he was talking about he was making fun of me because, you know, I got this job offer with the Bellagio.
Right.
And this is when they first opened. I knew somebody down there that was a concierge. And so, you know, he told me, oh, I should go down and apply and all this other bullshit. Well, it turns out when I went down to apply that there were two blinkies and room reservations. So they wanted to stick me in room reservations. Okay, fine. I was looking for a job. I'm not going to argue.
Right.
Of course, put me with the other blinks. But anyway, they just dicked around and dicked around. And, it was one of those places where you have to wear a suit and tie. But, okay, when I corp up, I corp up comfortably. Like you'll see my shirts and my slacks, and that's about it. I don't.
You don't tie it up.
I'm not to the nines, with a fucking suit jacket and a fucking tie and all that other bullshit. That's a little unnecessary.
I don't do it either, so.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really does, unless they're like an attorney going to court. But anyway.
Now, you'd be surprised.
But that's how you have to dress if you were working there. That was I remember when I had to go to the interview, my mom was like, oh, yeah, I got to get you a suit and tie. And I'm like, so are you fucking kidding me? And so I didn't like the idea to begin with. And then when I went down there, I didn't like the lady that was interviewing me. She, first of all, was in a meeting when it was time for me to show up.
Right.
So I show up, and they call down there, and turns out she's in a meeting. So, I'm going, wait a fucking minute. Now I'm pissed off because I'm like, okay, my mom took off work to come drive me to this fucking job interview, and the bitch is so unprofessional, she can't show up. And, I was just like, this, what? And people don't understand. I'm interviewing you too.
Right.
It's not just a one-way street. If I don't like the situation or the feeling, then I'm not, chances are I don't want to work for you,
Right.
And so they finally brought her down because I kind of made some fucking noise. You know what I'm saying? I was a little pissed off because now I felt like, all right, not only are you inconveniencing me, but you're inconveniencing my mom.
All right.
Because she drove down here.
Down here to do it, right.
So the bitch comes out, and, we go in, and she's very wish-washy in the interview. She was just your typical Corporanicon. There was something about her I didn't like, and she was just like, oh, yeah. And I'm going, okay, well, what's going on here? Or is there going to be positions? Is there going to be, well, you leave it to me. And usually when somebody says that, you don't leave it to them because it's not going to be good. And I said, well, okay. And then I tried to nail her down to, well, when? And she was like, well, I don't know. And I said, well, the reason I ask is I may have another job offer. And she's like, well, I don't know. We'll get back to you. You should hear by the end of March. This is like February of like whenever it was, 1999 or some shit like that. So meanwhile, I applied to work at a summer camp. This is the camp I used to go to back in the day as a kid. And because I figured, you know what? I want to do something. So if I'm not getting any jobs, I at least want to get the fuck out of here for the summer. Because otherwise I'll be a depressed out motherfucker.
Right.
Sitting around, it'll be too goddamn hot outside. And it'll be ugly. So anyway, I got the job at the summer camp. And so I wound up leaving for 3 months. That's why my brother wound up staying there.
Right.
And my dad just paid my portion of the rent for when I was gone. For my brother to live there.
Yeah.
And Mac Metro, you obviously saw it as a reason to clown me. Like, he turns down a job at the Bellagio. Well, see,
Yeah, I've heard him say it.
Here's the thing, though. This was like, I want to say 4 days before I left to go work at this camp. I get a call from them about going down for a drug test. Oh, but let me back up. The night before, me and Cruise Control were celebrating, and he's like, oh, okay, so you won't be working down there. You're going to be working at camp. He's like, you want to get stoned with me? And I'm like, all right, fuck it. So Cruise Control and I blazed, and then the next fucking day, they called me about this drug test. So I said, I got another job. I'm going to be leaving in 4 days. Well, what the fuck, you drug your feet this long. So you think I'm going to just sit here with my thumb up my ass waiting for you to call?
Right.
And they were like, well, sir, we just now got the, I don't know. I was told to call you about a drug test. And I'm like, well, unfortunately, I can't take it because I'm going to be leaving in a couple days. So
And you weeded up the night before anyhow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm going to go down there and fail.
Right.
So, and make, the people that may have put in good words for me look bad. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather just say, fuck it. And, hey, this is what I'm doing, and I'm going for what's definite,
Right.
And so anyway, that's what I wound up doing. Well, I don't regret that decision at all. That was one of those decisions that I'm like, okay, I'm glad I did it.
Right.
Because the camp thing, it gave me good experience. It was just, I needed it. Let's put it that way.
You feel you made the right decision.
It gave me perspective, yeah. So I do not regret the whole thing at the Bellagio. And you know what? If I was working at the Bellagio, they probably would have canned my ass at some point anyway. Look for some
well,
reason.
by now they would have, yeah.
Yeah, kicked my ass out of there. So I would have been out of a job when, here it is, I've been employed for 9 years, thank God,
Right.
And so I got and I got a way better gig.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not disappointed in my, there's just certain things, certain, I want to say tracks, certain, roads that we go down, man.
Yeah. That you're meant to go down.
Exactly. That's what's going to happen for us. So anyway, how did I relate this to the women? I can't remember.
I don't even remember now.
There was something there that was relevant, but about the relationship. Oh, and the time limit and the this and the that, and and that was a thing. I was glad I did that, and it was good for me. That's what I'm saying. Everybody wants to dictate. That's where I was going with that. So, everybody thought I was an idiot because I turned down this job at the Bellagio. And It's an up-and-coming hotel, and what are you doing? And you're turning it down, and it would be prestigious and jarlotic, and you'd be wearing a suit and fucking tie every day. But it would be some bullshit because, like we said, for the reasons given, I would have lost that job probably at some point. Or they would have looked for a reason to get rid of me.
I'm sure by now, yes.
That's how the fuck those people are. I mean, I got friends that work in room reservations. They tell me how shitty it is, and they're like, oh, man, my one friend, Tim, he worked at one place for several years, and then all of a sudden they started fucking with him, and he was like, man, I got to go. I can't sit here and let them just, dick me around. So, you got to move at your own speed, man. Don't fucking dictate what's best for me.
Yeah, you can't.
What I should do. Well,
everybody's got their own thing.
You need to get over that person, man. You know what you need? Pussy. That's what you need.
Pootangy.
Because that's everybody's big, especially guys. Oh, you know what you need, man?
You need to get laid.
You need to get laid, dude. That'll totally take your mind off her.
Why do I need to get laid?
I was told that, actually.
Well, I mean, getting laid does get rid of some frustrations from certain things.
I don't know, man. So if you're getting laid to somebody that isn't comparable to your last relationship, then you'd feel even shittier, actually.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, wow, this is great. It's like, having to, getting your Escalade repossessed, and now you're driving a fucking
There's nothing truly in.
Pinto
I mean,
or
for
something.
some people there may be, but not for me. And just going and having sex with people.
Yeah, I mean, okay, if I'm turned on and it's in the moment or whatever and whatever, but I'm not going to put much concentration on that shit.
No.
That's the other thing, too. I hear a lot of people, like when I was in that dating group on Facebook, and everybody was, now you did snap a picture, right?
Well, yeah, but that was something else.
Okay. So
I didn't get a picture of you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. But the dating group, everybody was, all the girls were in the Midwest or in the South or in the East Coast. So I'm like, okay, I'm not putting this much effort into possible pussy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's too much. There's just certain efforts you don't put into getting just pussy. I mean, if it's a relationship and it's somebody you feel it's worth, then hey, then I
look at it.
Then I would consider the long distance thing. But if it's something that's just, like, hey man, she's digging you, man.
I'm just going to do it
pussy.
To do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend $600 fucking to fly to South Dakota to go bang a chick. Really?
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense when I can fucking jack off for free.
For free. Exactly right.
I don't know. Because I do have a lot of, it's funny just how guys are so stupidly swayed by their dicks.
Yeah.
Hey man, well, why don't you try? I actually had one friend try.
I mean, I'm not one of them, but.
No, but I do know some other ones. One I was talking to on the phone one time, and he was saying, I was talking about some chick in Michigan that was really digging me,
right?
Who was in one of these blind groups, and I was just like, man, dude. And he was like, well, so what, man? You go out there, you fucking, yeah, for pussy, yeah. Not only is it, and I'm not even talking about the money part. I'm going to a strange city where I don't know any fucking body,
right?
And I'm going there, and who knows who this bitch is? She could be Hannibal fucking Lecter.
You could be there getting eaten literally.
That should be vaginal lector. Vaginal disconnector. So, yeah, man, that's not my idea of fun.
But some people it is. And, there's nothing wrong with people making suggestions and stuff like that, but when they think you have to follow every word they say, or you're fucked up, then maybe they look at their priorities.
Well, there you go. You know, it's everybody. It's kind of funny. You know, like I said, this certain person, they really, you know, like any piece of pussy is supposed to be something you should go for.
Yeah,
go for it, man.
Just go get laid. That'll take care of all your problems.
I'm like, no, it really won't. Actually, it'll intensify them.
Yeah, I mean, some people can go out and just fuck. You know, there's people that have booty calls and stuff, and it does help them or whatever. But
and there are some women that I've, that I've labeled as nut buckets and whatever, and that's what they are. But that's local. You know, I'm not going to another state, for a nut bucket. If I'm interested in somebody and it's a long distance thing, it's I'm interested. There's feelings there. That there isn't just, oh, I want to fuck. I want to get laid, man.
Right.
It's lust. That kind of shit. So if I'm even interested in maintaining a relationship with somebody out of state, then there's obviously a little something more there. So why the fuck is my nose itching so much?
I don't know.
Probably
You're going to be a billionaire soon.
Is that what that means?
Yeah,
when you
I
have an
think so.
itchy nose?
That's what they say. But so does itchy palms or this. There's so many,
strange little folklore and things.
Wives' tales that are.
Well, it just started itching. So I wonder what that means.
You need to go home and masturbate.
Maybe I'll be eating some pussy at some point.
Maybe.
Because, maybe the pubic hairs will scratch my nose.
If you're eating pussy that makes your nose itch, you should probably not be eating it.
Well, like I said, it could just be hairs, that are growing up my nose and tickling my nose, Could be one of those kind of things.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Oh, yeah. Fucking the joys of relationshipery and bullshit, whatever.
Okay. I think since we got a couple minutes, we should end this with one more thing I just found.
What did you just find?
It doesn't look like it's that long. Okay. It says a Walmart worker here is on her time saying that let me read this. A video Walmart employee makes a video during her shift. She blasts the company for being racist. She's right. Or so do you think she is so much? So let's listen to this.
All right. Let's play it.
And we're stocking stuff, right? We're stocking these nice cases of Disney thing. Now, if you closely look, there's one black dog in the back. This is her. Fuck that shit. That bitch is moving to the front. This is the shit that I'm talking about. Racism is still in the world. We need to stop this. We're teaching our children racism, and I don't approve. Thank you.
With one black doll. There's your evidence.
Because she's in the back of the tray.
One black doll is in the back of the case. Therefore, it's like, racist.
What's her name on the back of the bus?
Who sits there and analyzes this shit and looks for racism?
Apparently, that girl there did.
Yeah. Okay. She just presented. You're right. After watching that video,
dead hard case. I mean that's.
I mean, okay. Well, Walmart is a shitty company. They are fuckers. Although I will buy shit from Walmart. I'm not above that.
Well, no.
But at the same time, I know they treat their employees like shit. I've heard some fucked up things about them. But at the same time, I wouldn't say they're a racist company. That was her video. That was the whole thing. Yeah. Like there were no other pieces of evidence that she presented at any point. That said,
that's the total.
This is why
the whole thing in a nutshell.
She didn't have a boss calling her a nigger or
Nope, that was the whole ploy. That was the whole thing right there in a nutshell.
Yo, that convinced me, dude.
And that's how she knows that there's racism alive and well.
You know what we need to do? Are there any comments on that shit?
Let me see.
There might be comments, because sometimes the comments are the fun things.
That actually just reset on me, so I'm going to try to go back and find it real quick here.
All right, see if you can get it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. It was, it had a black doll in it, but because they had it packaged and the doll was towards the back, that's obviously racist.
Wow. Could have fooled me.
Yeah. What if the doll would have been in the front?
Yeah, but it was just one black doll. The rest were white dolls. Therefore, it's racism.
Well, I think she was more or less meaning because it was at the back.
Okay.
Because when they
Rosa
used to
Parks at the back of the bus?
Yeah, exactly right, yes.
Okay. The one black doll. Well, you know what? If it had been several black dolls towards the back, that would even strengthen her argument a little more.
Because then you knew it wouldn't have been just a machine. It would have been something.
Tossed them in there.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, there's obviously, all the black dolls at the back of the case. So that would create a little bit of a stronger argument
right.
than just, oh, look, man, there's one black doll in the back. Well, maybe somebody bought all the black dolls that were up front.
No, actually, it was just opened up. It looked like 'cause the thing was totally full still.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, so what? I mean, who really looks at that shit anyway?
Right. And now, did you open up the rest of the containers? Were all of them that way?
Yeah. Well, and not only that, but I don't think there's some ruling that comes down from higher management. Put the
Right.
nigger doll in the back. I think they got other things to worry about. Than where the
Right.
black dolls go. That's pretty fucking.
I don't know. I can't find it now.
find it?
Fucking sometimes the shit just goes and disappears on you.
Yeah. But everybody wants to pull the racist card.
Yeah,
We know that.
like I said, it's this day and age. Everybody's looking to fight for something, and everybody wants to argue about something. So that's what kind of society you get.
They're not looking to fight for something. They're looking to fight about something.
That's exactly
it.
right.
All right, bitches. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm GJ. Did not put the black doll in the back of the container jerkman.
And that's the story there, bitches.
See ya.
Show.